Yeah, welcome back, Canes family. We back in the booth again with another film review. New edition, South Carolina via the portal. Transfer receiver Vandrevius Jacobs. Big time speed, big time vertical threat. Let's get straight into it and how he's going to help this offense. So Clemson trying to disguise here. They're going to drop this nickel over the top, which is kind of like a cover two in this back end. And now this creates what you would have been a hole shot where you want to hit this receiver in between this area so the safety doesn't kill him. This ball kind of sails. It's a lollipop over the top. However, he does a great job of going up and catching this without any fear of anybody coming down to smash him. Two hands up high. You'll see the elevation a little bit, but even more, impressive is how he just literally lands and then is able to sprint by, another defender coming to chase him. This is just great contact balance and able to finish this for a 70 plus yard touchdown. This is a big game. Obviously, Clemson and South Carolina are rivalries geographically and whatever else they got going on. I'm not gonna pretend like I know too much about it, but this is how you make a play and elevate over the top. Like this safety most likely is reading this ball so high. That's why he took that bad angle, you would say, because he was going for the ball instead of the hit. That's how you high point a football. There's no other way to say it. And then finish the play. This is big time. This is just pure speed versus Texas A&M. Again, big time production for only playing 8 games and then getting a lot of missed throws from that. From the quarterback play. The offensive line was terrible. This is, they're trying to disguise their looks. They're moving this, but however, they move that safety to the middle of the field. He's playing butt to the sideline. This is bail technique. You're not supposed to get beat deep. This is just what pure speed does. You're able to just run past people and then track the ball when the quarterback launches it deep. That was actually a really good ball from Sellers, and he was able to track it down. But again, that's just elite speed. Once you get into that DB's blind spot, then you could see that difference in that burst. This is exactly how you want to do. He didn't threaten that DB full speed until he gets here. Now that DB can't see him, he's in his blind spot. Then he accelerates and goes underneath for that, runs underneath for the ball. That's just perfect textbook when it comes to just being an explosive threat. Great hands tracking through, fishing through for a touchdown. And this is versus the mighty SEC. He wore 2 numbers last year, 19 and 4. I like that 19. I ain't gonna lie, even though 4 is my number. Like to hear. I know Missouri defensive coordinator was screaming. It's a free play. They have 3 safeties deep. This is 3 safeties, and you still get bombed. I was about to say we, no, but you still get bombed. This is the type of explosive downfield threat that Hurricanes fans have been really clamoring for. Eats this cushion up. The DB is not reacting how he needs to be with this speed. So he's not used to having somebody this fast, clearly. Because again, this is the mighty SEC. We're big, strong, and fast at corner. And he has the speed to just blow right by those guys. So again, I'm expecting a lot of deep balls with just the way that Mensa likes to play and the way we saw the offense run in 2024 when we had Cam Ward, who was a great deep ball thrower as well. Probably could have been a touchdown, but one of my more favorite plays on his clip. So they got Harbor coming in motion. This is cover 1. This is heavy run action. This safety is going to take the cheese. So this is a one-on-one opportunity here on this post route. You see the corner following Harbor on that crosser. There's the post. Great job just tracking this ball. He has the separation to continue to run past it. I know people see that DB there. That's because he's running, looking at the ball in the air and seeing that it's clearly short. So he's not accelerating anymore. So people who think that this DB was on his hip pocket while he was, it's because he could see the ball is nowhere near where it needs to be. So we'll get straight to it. My favorite part of this play, gets the inside leverage. If this ball was put out in front of him, he's speeding towards it, but just love the way he's able to come across that hash and track this ball in the air and slow down and grab it. Like, that's a great catch. Again, explosive element to the receiver room. I'm thinking that, regardless of how much snaps he plays, he's going to have better numbers just because playing more games and better quarterback and offensive line play. What I mean by better play on offensive line and quarterback play, this is one-on-one on this side. I would have liked the quarterback to look that way because it was an immediate big play, potential touchdown. They rush 4 here. They're able to get to the quarterback, but you just never see his eyes look to the right, and this was just a big play waiting to happen. So these are the opportunities that he's going to capitalize on this season. Again, they rush three and get to him, but the quarterback just doesn't even look to the right. Able to slide him outside, make the cornerback. He has inside leverage, right? So he's going to force outside and then take that inside leverage back, get him wider, wider, get back inside. This is a freebie touchdown. Quarterback's not even looking that way. However, again, they are rushing three and they're getting beat and he's getting sacked. So much big plays just were lacking because of offensive line and quarterback play. A lot going on here. They got running back in the pistol. They have their wing tight end here. Got a slot in motion or another tight end. A lot going on. Play action RPO game. They get him right here on this curl. I like the way he just gets upfield. I would have wished he went, from the hashes to the numbers to the sideline, and he probably scores on this just to erase this angle from this backside following corner. But again, big play threat, not just catching the ball over the top, but he can get underneath. This was a 10-yard reception when he received it, and he turned it into a 60-plus yard gain with that speed. So again, love the ability to stretch the field, but also like to see the ball in his hands and have him use that speed, be able to erase angles, and get downfield for big plays. Not going to break too much down here. This is just great concentration. He's here on this deep comeback. This off-target throw, most likely is an interception. However, he's very heads up, was able to turn this into a big first down off-target throw, and he's able to get in front of that DB to secure this catch. So just a nice heads-up play from him. This time, this is great execution from the quarterback and from Jacobs getting on this crosser across. This is a great low throw. To y'all see this coming? Yeah, he would have got his socks knocked off. He would have got rocked on this. So this is a great job by Sellers putting it low, and a great job by Jacobs securing this catch. When you're running this fast across the middle, sometimes these are hard ones to come down with because of your momentum. Great job snatching it, rolling over, securing that catch. We saw in the first play, we went over his ability to elevate and pluck that ball out of air versus Clemson. Here again, this is a trip set. So he's pretty much just allowing this space to be opened up here. You get this widen out, you get somebody going over. This is a very, popular concept, flat corner, hitch, curl, whatever you want to say, call it. So he's allowing this space to be open as soon as he comes out to the flat. He's going to keep the the deep defenders, and he's going to park it right here in the middle. This could have been an INT, very high throw. Love to see him get off his feet and make it for him. Make this play for his quarterback. See, that's high extension. That's hands. That's an INT if he doesn't go up and snatch that thing. Love this slant here on the backside. Didn't waste no time, got into it, recreated the line of scrimmage by closing in this space with the DB, and then made his jab to get inside release. Perfect inside stem. Now he has that inside leverage, which allows this slant to be delivered. Doesn't make too much, makes a couple people miss, but doesn't make much play after it. But it's just one-on-one backside. Can you win these matchups and get these slants for first downs? Obviously, with that speed, those can go for a lot longer. However, we just like to see that, he could be dependable as a backside option. Another funky formation here from South Carolina. Got their back here, H-back lined up. Two receivers, one out wide. This is versus some man coverage, and this is what you like to see from speed because when you get the motion over here, that guarantees this man coverage on this side. And you just get inside leverage immediately. You can't run with them. This is just a deep crosser. As long as the offensive line protection holds out, this is going to be an easy money all day. He's running a 4-4 no matter what, maybe a 4-3. So again, inside free release, inside space. Everybody's in man coverage. And the route concepts are pretty much like, hey, let me get two guys going. It's really a two-man route concept, this deep post or this crosser, and you just run away from them. So that just a great time to use that speed. And like using that speed doesn't always mean it has to be vertical. You'll see here this defender's playing butt to the sideline, cover three, bail technique. These are some big, plays that he just missed out on because this one isn't really on the quarterback. I know it looks like he missed by a mile because he did, but we'll see it here that he gets bumped into by his offensive lineman once he goes to throw it. But again, that's just stuff that he's been missing out on all year just because people are going to play off him because of his speed and he breaks down. This should be an easy 20-yard completion. Boom. Out of there because of the offensive line play. That's why I'm so high on his production, even in a deeper room, because just the offensive line and quarterback play is going to be a clear upgrade. Max protect, look here. Here he's coming. He's gonna be coming way across, literally all across the field. He's gonna make the catch on the opposite sideline. They get that deep going here to try to open up this secondary pocket. It's not there. Sellers is scrambling, continues to follow his quarterback. That was the only option Sellers really had on that play. Pre-snap and post-snap of what happened. But I just love to see just the ability to make this catch right here because that's a great contest by 25. I say contest like this basketball, but this is great defense trying to undercut that thing and putting his hand there. There's no way that hand did not disrupt his concentration. So love to see him be able to still make that catch. I wanted to highlight that high concentration and footwork to get down on the sideline. Classic two-man under here for Mizzou. Like again, he's going to recreate this line of scrimmage, make his move, and get that inside leverage. Does he create much separation on this play? No, but that ball is right where it needs to be. He's able to break up. See when he has this inside leverage, this DB, he knows he has him, right? He knows he has inside breaking route. Either he's going to have to get grabbed and there's going to be a penalty. Breaks inside, is able to make this tough catch contested. This is one of the aspects of his game that I think is just makes him more of a complete receiver. Sometimes you're not going to just be able to run past everybody, but if you have great technique, stealing the inside leverage on these inside breaking routes and can finish through contest, then you're probably going to make a lot of plays in this Miami Hurricanes offense. So that's going to wrap up the film review for Jacobs, and I hope Canes fans are ready for big plays. Go Canes!